What's up, gang? Welcome back to Sam Fan 4 Films. Today I have my custom Star Trek II Reliant MOC. This is the second in my Star Trek MOC series. I did the Enterprise last week. So before we get in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please check out some of my Star Wars stop motion videos. I put a lot of work into them. And so without further ado, let's get right into it. So as I said, this is my MOC of the NCC-1864 Reliant, specifically from Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, the best Star Trek movie. I made this MOC also 5 years ago, and it was much smaller. It was definitely not as good. For one thing, but this is definitely an easier model to make than the Enterprise. It's just much more square, much better. The dish is essentially the exact same one I used for the Enterprise because it just looks so good, and they really just have the same front dish part. The engines are the exact same size that I used on the Enterprise too. Look very flush. It looks very clean. This looks like a very nice, well-scaled MOC that I made. And then we can turn around to the back. There's really not much. I just have these blue, either they're kind of like docking bay things that are shown in the back of the Reliant for a brief time. That's the other side of it. Then up here is the top where in the movie the photon torpedoes come out of here. Phasers come out of this corner dealy here, but that's that top part of it that it goes. There's that blue dish from it. And unfortunately, I did not have just tons of white pieces like I did for my Enterprise, so I had to use some of these gray pieces to fill it in. It's not too bad. I prefer to have it all white, but I just have a lack of pieces. But it's okay. When you have a lack of pieces, you gotta get creative, and it still looks pretty good. Now, swooshability on this MOC is much better than the Enterprise. This can be a display or a toy because this thing is very stable. Nothing's coming off this. You can get a nice grip here, and it has much more swooshability than the Enterprise. And then just like the Enterprise, I have this clear stand I just made out of clear bricks. You can obviously see it, but it makes it look much better for standing. Here's another quick 360 view of the whole thing. This one turned out really well, just like the Enterprise did. It was much easier though. And then, just like the Enterprise, I have the additional phaser accessories with a spring-loaded shooter piece here, so you can make like it shooting a phaser. I have not made any modifications to show a photon torpedo coming out, though. Maybe that'll come out in the future. I'm just not sure. So that about wraps it up for this one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe what you liked about it, what Star Trek MOCs I should make next, and please go check out my Enterprise MOC that I also made and spent much more time on because it's more difficult, but it turned out really good. So, see you later, gang.